Hello, hello. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, you guys. Welcome to Startup to Take Over podcast with Kim and Latrice. Hi,
Hello.
Kim.
Hey,
How was your
Latrice.
day?
It was good. It was good. Even as I watched the news go across the news, it kind of like killed my spirit because I felt like I had lost a TV cousin.
Yeah. Yeah. For
Like,
summer day.
wow. Yeah, like, wow. It's a wow. Like, your number was up in the book because you're gone
Yeah.
at 54.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why it's not about if you're just a good person or, sometimes we
Yeah,
associate long life with being a good person. It's really not about that. Everybody time is their time.
right.
And that's why you've got to live your life to the fullest,
And
because we don't know how long it's going to be.
that's what he said. He said on one of the interviews I watched on, I think it was ET, he said, if I were to go today, I would go out with a smile because I've lived life. I've had life, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, kudos to
Yeah.
him. Rest in peace.
Right.
Malcolm Jamal.
Right. I
Wow.
think you broke up.
Then I,
Were you saying the same? You kind of
no, I
like
didn't
you
say
broke up.
anything. I wasn't saying anything.
No,
How,
I said, were you saying his name? It seemed as if you
yeah, I stopped
started, but then
because
you stopped.
I did. I was about to say his whole name. I was just like, stop. And I was
Oh
about
yeah, no. We want to definitely say rest in peace to Malcolm Jamal
one,
Warner.
yeah,
Like for
yeah.
sure. That's a childhood thing there. So it's very nostalgic and
And I sent comfort to his
emotional.
family.
And absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I was
Comfort.
watching him on the new show that he had. Was it The Resident? Was that the
Yes.
latest one? Well, that's the one I watched him on when he was a doctor. So
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, so that kind of shook me up a little bit. Well, yeah, so we definitely
Yeah.
wanted to open up and we rest in peace and send prayers to his family for sure.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So, what are we talking about today? I'm kind
I
of
know. We're talking
today.
about living life now.
Hey,
Like, you gotta live
yeah.
life to the full, to the abundance, to the overflow. Look, he played on the show with Bill
Yeah.
Cosby. Bill Cosby, you'd be looking for Bill Cosby to go before him, and he went before Bill Cosby. So, but he said he lived life. That's one thing he went out that we can remember that he said he lived life. So, people, we just need to live life. And what does that detail? What is your view on that?
No, I was about to ask you what do you when you say live life to the fullest? I think everybody got to figure that piece out for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really about family. So for me, it's serving God on a daily, taking care of
Yeah.
my family, loving my family, doing whatever it is that we enjoy, right? We may not enjoy what someone else's family enjoy. We are very laid back. We are not party
Mm-hmm.
goers, nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
But look,
so for me,
Malcolm
that's
with his family.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Enjoying his
absolutely.
family. Enjoying his family on the beach.
Yeah. Yeah. So, that's for me. It's being able to take vacations with my family, hang out with my family. That's
Mhm.
just huge for me. Everything else is extra. That's how I've
Yeah,
always looked at
that's
life anyway. I told you I always
me
think I
too.
came here about family anyway. If there is such a thing about life cycles, as they say, then this is definitely for me about family. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's
I
just
love
I've been a little
I
down. I
love
don't
I love to be
Mhm.
with my family, like my immediate family. The word says if you don't take care of your immediate family, it's just like you're sinning. I love, you still have sinful ways because you're not sinning because God
Right.
died for that. But if you have sinful, you're sinning ways. So I love
Mhm.
being with my family. Not that they love being with me. I'm talking about my immediate family because younger, they love to be to themselves to grow in their own way.
Right,
But
right.
when I have that time with them, I love it. I hate for them to go, but I don't let them know it.
Really? You better let them know. You
I
gotta
don't.
let them know.
I just tell them I love y'all. I love y'all. Love y'all. Thank you. I'll see you later. I never let them know. I'll be like, I love y'all. I enjoyed you.
Express it. Express it.
Mm-hmm.
Because tomorrow isn't guaranteed. So, my babies are just not, well, my oldest has been gone, pretty much since he graduated from high school. But because he's so far away, he never came to visit often, But my other two boys, they're just now getting out the door. But if they were to be able to come over because we're in the same city, I would be like, oh, I hate you gotta go. If I was feeling it, I definitely believe in voicing how you feel, showing that emotional side. Not guilting them, but just letting them know I really enjoyed you. Oh, I'm gonna miss you. I think
that's why I don't do that, because I don't want to make them feel guilt. You don't make them feel guilt in any kind of way. Like, no, that's why I did it.
Well, no, that's why I said don't guilt them. Express it, but don't throw in a guilt thing with it. That's different ways to make them feel guilty, but expressing how you feel shouldn't be unless you go overboard. You know what I'm saying? But because they still gonna go home, honey. You express what you want, but
they gonna like, just to even think about it. Just to even think about it, even any of my friends or my family, any cousins, anyone leave my house, I'll be like, see you later, love you. Tell them love you every time. Even you, when we get off the line, I'll be like, love you, girl, have a good night. It's just automatic.
Yeah.
How about you? Is it automatic for you to tell any family member, whether it be cousins, uncles? Is it just an automatic? Because when I hang up with uncle, I be love you, unc, even though you be making me mad, I'm about to block you. But
but that got easier for me when I got older. When I was a kid, my mom wasn't very expressive that way. My dad was, but my mom, she just didn't. It was almost like she was shy to say love you, So she really didn't start until that I can recall. She probably did when I was a baby, and I don't recall that. But as an adult, she would say it, and you could see it was still hard for her, a little shy. And so for me, in my early 20s, I didn't say it that often to family. But as I got older, I said it with ease, you know.
I as well.
Yeah. Yeah. And I just think it was because my mom just was so shy with it that rubbed off.
Yeah. I thought it was shameful to say it, because you saying you love people, and they be like, why are you saying, I thought it was a shameful thing to say to people every time you see them, like you saying something, until I realized, no, you just saying you love them because they family, or you're supposed to love them. You love them. I love my family. Like, I don't want to see anything happen to them. I think that's part of love. You don't want to see anything happen to them. You want to do the best for them.
Yeah, I have no problem saying nah, child, at all. I would tell my friends. Tell each other love you. Yeah, even my friends. Yeah.
I catch myself
I do have what do you mean?
Oh, I catch myself during the day telling my grandchildren, grandma love you, just saying they do, and they so innocent. Grandma love you. And they love you too. They love it. So
Shoot, I was like that with my kids when they were smaller. Well, even the 6-year-old, he still get ate up, with the I love you all day. And then, as they get older, they get shy faced. So I pull back a little bit and give them their room, and like my kids, they'll just do it out of the blue. And I like that, it don't have to be a special occasion or. So my daughter, the 16-year-old, she will come and she just come and stand in my room and first she get to the door, she get in the crack of the door and she stares at me. And then I'll finally say something, and she come in and she'll just stare. I'm like, girl, what? And that's her way, I know, of telling me. And then my second oldest, his way, he's just gonna come to me, give me a hug, squeeze me, give me a kiss. And then my third oldest, he's more so like me, he'll just talk your ear out. We have great long conversations. That's him expressing himself. And then my oldest, he was doing it a lot because he wasn't living with me, so it was a lot because he was in his own place. And me and my babies all day long.
Well, Yeah, I know the baby all day long. With my daughter, with the baby daughter, she the one let me know what was happening when they were younger. She was like the way,
Mhm.
because she's so standoffish, like you can't be on it. She was like, that's how you were with us. You
Mhm.
would push us off of you. You
Mhm.
and you wouldn't, like hug us, but we knew you loved us because you was there, but you would push us off of you. We wouldn't be on you. And I was like, I was young and you
That's how my
guys were
mom was. Yep.
like a leech.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
I didn't know like you guys could say mental break. I have a mental break. And I had a
Mhm.
0, 1, and a 2. And you guys all on me, just on me, on me. So she was saying that's what she took now to this present day. Now I have her, she's watching me now, and she hugged when she come up to when she entered the house, she hugging me because she know that's what I do. She's hugging. And when she leaves, she hugging, Mama, I love you now. Because she had to see me do it because she was seeing me push them off me so much when they were younger.
So uh-huh. So when did you start modeling? I thought you had breaks. So when did you start modeling? You didn't
I
get
did,
breaks?
yeah, but I wasn't gone like a long period of time. I did the modeling young when they were like babies, like they went with me. To come to think of it,
Girl,
they
do you
went with me.
know I thought you didn't stop. I thought you didn't stop modeling to maybe like modeling like right before the car accident or
No,
something. I thought you had been
no,
still modeling all those years in Atlanta.
no. That's why I moved
Or
there
you know, and in the
to
Carolinas.
continue that. Yeah, I moved because when I left Texas,
Oh.
I moved back to Atlanta to finish with the company I was with. In the process of
Mhm.
staying there, I went to look for modeling things, and that was the Lord because He was like, "They're not gonna have you looking back now like what I was saying." So everything like took a different turn, and I left with hair because I had my cosmetology license. So I left with hair, and when I got to Atlanta, I got into a company that only did boys and men haircut, and I became their technical for 6 years, and then we had a car accident, and I came back home.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
I got
That's how that happened.
you. Oh, I got you.
Hmm. Hmm.
Got you.
Like I said, my kids went everywhere I went. They don't know it because they were babies. But his sister knows because they were with me. Like especially one
Uh-huh.
in Atlanta, they went with me to all the modeling things. They went showed me everything because I didn't know anything about Atlanta at that time.
Mhm. Mhm.
So they were like my baby. They were like my nannies. They were my sister-in-law. They were like my nannies. Because wherever I went, my kids was gonna go. Period.
Mhm. Mhm.
The only
Oh.
time I left, and I did leave Sean, my child, is he was a teenager. He was 14, and I was going to Atlanta. He was somewhere near teenage.
I do recall hearing it. Okay. Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, and I left
Okay.
him, and I had that conversation, let him know that now I done did the raising. Your daddy finished, and I don't want to take you up here with me, and I end up dead in jail, or you end up dead in jail because at this time I'm knowing what's going on up there. So I'm scared to take him. So I leave him with Tim. Not like I just left him and not with him. He was calling me every day to buy
Mhm.
everything because I'm the mama. And I
Mm.
made sure that I saw him every week. It was never a time every weekend, anything he needed. I'm there as a mother. I just wasn't in the household with him. And I
Mm.
didn't want to take him with me to Atlanta. That's how that was. And
Gotcha.
you have to deal with those things. And I had to have him to understand. You have to understand what your mom was going through. Young, still young, never got married at 18, been with him 16, so young. I didn't
Mhm.
leave you as a baby. I didn't abandon you. You
Mhm.
were old enough to work. You understand what I'm saying? You're working at Hardee's. You're old enough to work. So therefore, in my eyes, I didn't leave you. I've just left you, like I used to tell him, I left you with your babysitter.
This one right here.
I used to tell him that all the time, and he used to be like, Mom, you
Because
fine. You fine. No, like I said.
I'm being quiet because I
Well,
like getting in there. This girl said, "Babysitter, let me sip some water."
I can say what
Girl,
I
you
did.
crazy.
It was just
facts are facts. Absolutely.
and I was protecting him. I wasn't leaving him. And my Lord, God knows that I was protecting him and not leaving him because I didn't want anything to happen to my son. And then I told him, I said, I left you here and to find out you're doing more here. Then you like,
what your babysitter?
like I told him, it was prayer, baby. I have a sheet, I have paper where I was writing down his name, all their names, telling the Lord, asking the Lord to do this and this and this. And if you were to see that paper and he could tell you everything, half of everything my mama wrote on this paper happened. Because that was my way of protecting him. I had left him with his father, but I was still protecting him by praying to the Lord, writing this down. Every time it would get on my mind, I feel something, I'm writing it. Do this with him. Make sure this happened. Don't let this happen. Don't let this happen. And things that he told me that happened, that should have happened, that didn't happen. I was like, because your mama was over here praying. See, I thought I had control of the girls because I had them with me. And no, you don't get to go outside. You don't get to do nothing. That was the mama. You don't get to do, you can't go anywhere without me. No, you cannot go in your friend's house because I don't know what they are doing in their home, who they have
That's
over
an
there.
automatic no, ma'am.
Oh no, they couldn't go anywhere. And they will tell you that today. No. Even Kashawn, that's why not his name. Even he couldn't do it because I didn't want to bump head with him because he would have got the same treatment they got. And he was a boy, already a teenager.
Mine couldn't until they started their junior year. It wasn't happening.
Yeah.
It wasn't happening because I feel for that same reason. It's too dangerous.
It's too dangerous.
What people got going on.
Yes,
on their house. So when they got to a good age, which for me was around the first one was his senior year. Actually, my first, it was his senior year,
baby.
Oh yeah, no, it was his senior year, and the people that he was with the football team at the end, and then after that, the second oldest, he's a homebody. Him. So he really didn't until I think he was already out of high school, but we did move his junior year. We relocated to where we are now. So that made it awkward for him anyway, because he hadn't got to know nobody that well his junior and senior year. And then because I believe one thing I do believe is you have to let them grow. Because if you smother and suffocate, it's gonna be worse. That's what I personally feel. So I give them room as they got older, which by your junior year, you getting ready to graduate in a year. If you can't make quality decisions when you exit my house, there's no way you're going to not get in some type of trouble and not function properly. So that's what I feel. I don't like the beforehand, especially when you can't speak for yourself or someone can convince you not to speak up for yourself. And some people even thought, junior high and high school is too late. That's a personal opinion. Because even with my oldest, but even with my oldest, like I said, he didn't until his senior year. But by the time he got to college, he did get with the wrong female, as I call it, and he tried stuff. And, so yeah, I definitely believe you can wait too late to give them some room. And they do get. It's just like they say, a preacher's kid. You can't suffocate.
I didn't let them get it on until 16, 17, and that's because I started letting them go and spend the summer with my best friend that I grew up with. So she was supposed to be like me, and to come to find out, she was the loose one. Let them do everything loose.
Yeah,
go to her house. And so I asked my daughter to now. I be like, "Are you gonna let my grandbaby do this?" Tell my mama didn't. I said, what's the difference from when I was doing it to you? Then you holding her. It's a different. It's a different. It wasn't like this. Yes, it was. It was just we were protecting.
Yep, absolutely. And it's okay. It's okay. I think that's what we're supposed to do. My dad used to always say, "I'm going to protect you. I'll tell you about the world, but that don't mean I want you to go out there and experience the things that I'm telling you about. I'm letting you know it happens. You don't got to be the one that it happens to." And and a lot of parents don't agree to that. They say, "Oh, well, you got to let them." Be careful of that early letting them. Be careful of, well, I don't like my child just sitting in the house. Wait a minute, hold on, back up. What you need them out there in the streets for? You better pay attention to what's going on in the streets.
Right.
Talking about you want them out there having fun, and no, it depends on what that fun is. So I like that my kids didn't go out there and just need to be friends with any and everybody. I actually enjoy that.
Mine's didn't either, and mine's are so standoff now. They don't have any friends. I guess I say, oh my goodness, they have friends, but they don't hang out or hang out in the streets with people. They every now and then, just like we would. It's like they're so old.
Yeah.
Joyce Meyer said it in that book I had. It said, whatever you do in your home, your kids are going to imitate, and they're going to do it.
Yeah.
And I watch my
Absolutely.
kids do it. I watch them. That's why you have to be very careful, because these kids pick up what you do.
Yeah, that's why you're supposed to train them. Yeah, and then you're gonna train them by the way you live in your house.
Yes.
You only got to say it. They're gonna watch. Yeah, absolutely.
That's right. Absolutely. That's right. And people be like, your grandkids are so quiet. Because they got trained from little kids. The only thing I do let them do is cry, because I don't want them to do like, be quiet. What you crying for? No. Why are you crying? You're done? Now let's talk about why you're crying.
Yep. Yeah, because I be telling my baby sometimes he be scared to go say something to his dad. I'm like, no, express yourself.
Yes.
You get to tell, you want to be respectful, but you get to tell daddy, why you're sad or what's going on or something like that. And but I was harder at first with my other kids, and I learned, and so that way my children have to know that they have a voice and
that's right.
Express themselves. God gave us all these expressions and emotions that you have. Let it out. Don't let nobody make you think that you are less of whatever because you're going through a moment. Don't sit in it long, but go through the process of whatever it is that you're feeling. So that's how I do mine now, and but I got a teenage daughter, and baby, she worked this brain right here, man.
I know it. I told you
she could be
God
sweet.
Then
she had like she don't want to be sweet, girl.
Yeah.
But then some days she'll just come to me and be like, would you like a coffee? Moody. She's just moody. She's just a moody teenager, and I love her to pieces, but baby, it's a girl teenager. Because I've had 3 boys teenagers that was absolutely nothing like her. So not just a teenager, it's a female.
Is she emotional with it, or is she emotional with it?
Yes.
Is she emotional with it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So and I have to, I try to give her a pass sometime, but girl, God gave me 4 boys for a reason. I can tell you that, and not 4 girls.
What does her summer look like? What does her summer look like?
She goes to the gym with her friends, so they're homebodies, all of them. She have 2 friends in the neighborhood, and one that's not. So they really don't do anything, child. They just relax on the summer. She did say she's going to get her job right before she go to school. I thought she was going to get. I'm like, you're the only one that didn't get a job while you was in high school. She's like, well, I'm not out of high school. I'm going into my senior year, so I'll get one right before. I'm like, well, don't rush to be grown yet, too fast, but yeah, get you a little something. But yeah, all my kids are homebodies, because the unfortunate part, I was a homebody, so all of them were homebodies.
Yeah.
And so they don't have to be out at the high school party or at the high school game or at the high school blah 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 blah. She'll do some stuff, but nothing major. They'll go to the mall, or they may go to the movies, and then there's nothing for months. And those are, even her friends are the same way, so that's just how she is. So she's really laid back.
I said, should we be making these children do stuff for summer? Because when we were small, we had to get up and clean up on Saturdays. It don't care about no summer, do stuff. But you guys were differently. Like I said, y'all had that. Ooh, we wish we had what they had. And come to listen, shoot, it was all different.
Had what who had?
What you remember? I told you I thought you guys were the Huxtables out there. And then to just listen to you now, it was so not that. It was that, but not that.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what you mean by the Huxtable.
The
You
Cosby Show,
even said
girl.
what you mean. I don't know.
The
I
Cosby
don't
Show.
know, but
The Cosby
yeah,
Show.
no, I know, but like,
I thought it was
I mean,
so
to
much
some
like
people,
that.
I mean, to some people it was. I mean, but you know, when you're in it, it's different when you're in it, versus when you're on the outside. I think most households are like that. You think their household, somebody's household is one way, and you know, it's nobody's household is perfect. But I think when you don't have something, you think what somebody else has, it's better. So it seems that way. Now for us, me and my sister, we talk about it all the time. We were fine, you know, growing up, but it still came with stuff because we have two parents who are individuals. So any household is going to have something. That's just how it is because you have two individuals that come together. So,
Told you that.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah, you know,
Two
that's just how it
parent
is.
household. Yep. 2-parent household.
Yep. My dad was the softer one, and my mom was the more stern one.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So we had a dad who talked to us. My dad was the one who talked to us about sex. My mother would shy away, you know. So that's what I said. It just depends on what it is that you mean it. But yeah, my dad was the talker, and my mom, she just would didn't want to say nothing, you know. She ain't want to don't talk to my girls like that. And my dad used to be like, oh no, my daughter's gonna know. They're gonna know about these men in the street. Yeah, we was gonna know, but you still had us going good, but you weren't raising them boys and know about themselves.
Well, both of us were good at talking and telling, you know, the life about life, but I made him be the disciplinarian. I would always say, when your daddy get home, you getting a whipping.
Oh no, really?
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't hit them for nothing. And I used to be like, when your daddy get home, y'all getting a whipping. Because they wouldn't listen to. I said they wouldn't listen to me. I just laugh at me. And they used to be like, Mom, we weren't scared of you because you just, when you talk, you laugh. But we were scared of daddy. So that's why I always used to be like, I'm gonna tell you daddy whoop y'all because y'all ain't scared of me.
Oh no, ma'am. Oh
yeah.
I mean, no, ma'am.
Because I would cry if I hit him. I would cry. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. Tim, you know, he used to do it. He used to go on and give them their little whoopings when they need it, but they ain't really need.
I mean, I felt bad afterwards, but now I'm whooping that ass, honey. No, ma'am. I'm not waiting on daddy to show up. They didn't wait on daddy to cut up.
Well, see, I used to scare him with how I talk. Like you ain't going nowhere with me, or you know, I used to scare him how I talk.
I did both. I would talk their ear off, then whoop their ass. I did both. And now sometimes I used to be so bad, I used to tell them, you know, I'm gonna whoop your ass, right? I ain't gonna tell you when I'm gonna get to you, but I'm gonna get to you. So just walk on around, girl. I used to so just walk, have fun doing to the girl. They used to be scared to just like, where's she going? You don't know when I'm gonna get to you, but I'm gonna get you. I realized that was worse not to do that. But yeah,
I didn't. I whooped them when they was little, and I convict myself of whooping them how I whooped them because we was out of.
Well, yeah, mine was little. They didn't get whoopings when they was older. No, like me, my last whooping was like 4th grade, girl. No, because when they get older, you know, you end up talking more to your children and guiding and stuff like that. You know, hopefully, if you whoop them enough when they was little, you should not. My personal belief.
My son was still.
If you whooped them enough when they were little, you shouldn't have to.
No.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, think about what you just said, though. You weren't whooping them. I think that if you whoop them enough when they little, you shouldn't have to when they're teenagers. You should not have to whoop them when they're little teenager.
They didn't get whoopings like at teenage, but I think still like the end of middle school years, baby, my son was still getting it because he did not play the radio. He used to get the letters from the teachers and hide them up under the houses and all kind of stuff. He was still getting it because he was some serious, baby. So because he didn't really get him when he was little, probably because they said that I spoiled them. I didn't let them do anything. And
well, that's what I just told you. I said if they don't get them when they're
little,
then That's what they said. You're gonna have to get it when they're older. That's why they say if you get them when they're little, by that teenage, you shouldn't have to. And yeah, I think it's true. I got 5 and hit 6, but 5. You know that I birthed, and you know I'm on my 5th one. So yeah, that's what I believe. You get them enough.
They turned out well. Thank God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord, for Jesus, that they turned out well. What I didn't do, you did, Jesus.
Some people who never had to whoop their children. There are some who got great adult children, and they never had to spank them. That's why I tell people it depends on the child. Treat the child as an individual. Don't treat them as one big group. Get to know your freaking child. I don't care how many you got. Get to know your children. All right, you guys. It's 8:31. It's time for us to go. I'm sorry. Latrice is still emotional. I am ready to get off. I'm still emotional about Malcolm Jamal Warner. It's just so heartbreaking for me. So tomorrow, hopefully, we'll be in a better mood. Come up here and continue our 30-day challenge. Tomorrow will be day 21. We are close. So yeah, we will see you guys definitely tomorrow as we continue our 30-day challenge. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Our startup to take over the trees. We're out.
Kim, good night.